Why, hello everyone, welcome back to PlayFrame. We have helped out here in the local Doma adjacent area as best we can anyway, but now time to head to a new region to see if we can find Doma's rightful ruler. He's hiding out there apparently. Anyway, we'll find out together when we get there. How are we all feeling? I should not be surprised that he sought refuge in the steppe. We were separated during a skirmish in the northern mountains. I'm excited to see this place. A pity we've no time to speak at length, but there's no rest for the righteous. Godspeed. We both have long roads ahead of us. Good luck to us both, huh? Agreed. I'm sure you two have things well in hand here. So, what kind of place is the Azim Steppe? We are going to find out together, Lise. Yugiri is ready to guide you to the Azim Steppe, and you're going to find out so soon. If all are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azim Steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We'll need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Isari. Oh. I guess that makes sense. A little bit roundabout. Well, let's get moving while we still got daylight. I've caught up. From here, we'll turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. Lise and Kosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Lead on. Me and my large pink bird shall follow. Lise, are you excited? Taking a break? The people of Isari seem to be doing well. That's a relief. Agreed. That anyone is doing well out in just this whole entire region seems like a huge triumph. I'll take what I can get at this point. No, we're not doing this. We're going through the cave to a new place before it gets dark. There you go, Setsu. Ah, there you are. This is the cave. After you, Durman. I feel like we can go side by side through this one, bud, given the size, but sure. I will accept your courtesy. Look how much geography we're covering. I guess there is a lot more world to see. Just made it before sunset.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
Yes, welcome everyone to the Azim Steppe. Another contender for my favorite zone in the expansion. It's really a toss-up between the place we just left and here, because look at this. It's gorgeous. Othard is vast and filled with many different peoples. I know next to nothing about the Xaela and their ways, but we shall learn together, shall we not? Can't wait. It's very flat, except where it's not, I suppose. Well put, Lise, thank you. I give you the Azim Steppe, Durman, though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it's not much further. Let's go. I can see the aetheryte from here. So, in our journeys through Stormblood, we've come across different parts of the world that are clearly inspired by different real-world cultures, right? I can't really put a finger on exactly what Alamigo's like sort of main points of reference are. That's just my ignorance there. But we've come across places that clearly have Japanese inspiration. We've come across places that clearly have Chinese inspiration. This is a region that is grounded more in Mongolian inspirations, which brings me to an important... This is unrelated, but brings me to an important point about our time here that I feel I need to go ahead and get out of the way. Some of the naming of people, places, and things out here is also inspired by Mongolian language, which is cool because Mongolian's a really rad-sounding language. However, this is, if there's any place in the entirety of this game where I am most likely to get pronunciations incorrect, this is the place. Because Mongolian pronunciations are very tricky. Listen, I tried. I need you to know, I tried. I tried finding guides for like Mongolian pronunciation and language and phonetics and stuff. I looked up quite a lot. And I loved everything that I learned, but I don't feel any better equipped to pronounce names here correctly than I was really when I started. So apologies in advance for everything I get wrong. Look up Mongolian language and like phonetics and stuff sometime though, because it rules. It's really a really cool language that just has fewer resources out there, and I have no idea what point of reference the language nerds on this localization team, and there clearly are language nerds on this localization team, whatever influences they were using to drive how they spell Mongolian words and names in like English lettering and how they convert that and how they mean for that to be pronounced, I can't find whatever rules they're using, so my bad. We will run into some voiced cutscenes and you will see exactly why I've been having some trouble. All the same, I love it here. Is it just me or is everyone here Xaela? Yes, indeed. It is true. I must confess, this is my first time on the steppe. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we will begin our search for Lord Hien. Let's get to it. Yugiri has a simple plan for finding Lord Hien. I love simple plans. Lay it on me. When last I spoke with Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I had hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Hey, Yugiri, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Xaela here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Xaela since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts, determined through ritual combat. Funny. If they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lys. Why indeed. Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Xaela warriors who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Xaela found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. Sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean, we're meant to be looking for Lord Hien. Yes, priorities. People from many tribes gather in Reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately. Derman, why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? I am on it. I will charm them with my relative shortness and good fashion. What about you? Are you susceptible to charm? Booze. Fresh booze. Your choice of lamb or zo. I feel like I already said it wrong. There's one that's already probably wrong. Guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? Huh? A doman. Unless another Duskar is keeping him in her yurt, he is not here. More fool her if she took a Doman for a husband. Wow, burn. But enough about Domans. Let us speak of booze instead. You cannot come to the Azim Steppe and not sample this most traditional of delicacies. I'd love to. I don't think I've ever had booze in real life, and it sounds real darn tasty. What fortune you have to come hither at this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages if you desire only a snack. A Doman. Poor meat they make, Domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one some few days ago. Okay. I don't know what that means, but thank you. That's a lead once I learn to interpret it. You there. Am I cute? Also, have you seen Lord Hien? Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come. You seek Domans? Then you're come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. I have a lot to learn out here, and I'm going to attune to this before I forget. There we are. Who else might be susceptible to charm? And have information we need. Oh, is this a Goro? Maybe? No, this is probably a horse. Goro, horse master. Is Goro your tribe? I'm very new. I've brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. Say again. You're seeking who? Ah, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they passed. With the chat mode in say, use your... Doggone it. Sorry about that, everybody. I've been having a weird issue lately where my computer just decides to minimize or de-full screen games randomly for no reason that I can determine yet. But it seems to only happen once and then not again, so fingers crossed. Anyway, we are to chat with people using actual, chat, and just enter any phrase containing the word mole to search for the mole woman. So, let's see. Have you seen a mole woman around? I am Ura, if you must know. Come down from the mountains in the north, if there is nothing else. Okay, well, I'll take that as a no. Have you seen a mole woman around? You take me for a mole. I am Oronir. Compare me not with one so weak and lowly. Ouch. Okay, well, rough. Have you seen a mole woman around? Yes, I am Mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? I think we've had success, which means I can get rid of this. Excellent. Oh, I see. You're looking for Hien. In that case... How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsai, will you buy it? There is but one bundle left. If not, then... I will. Though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in whisper root. I'll sell it to the next apothecary to pass through a reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I'll not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for this kindness. I am sorry, but we must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave reunion without that Kinsai. Alrighty, I can wait. Probably. I mean, do I need either? No. Okay. Still, a lead. Hooray. So, can I help with this at all, or... Cyrena does not usually depend on the kindness of strangers, but will gladly make an exception today. Excellent. I have an inn. You want to help me? Is that it? Leave it to me. What do you need? I do not know what to say. Thank you, Derman. Thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough whisper root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. I don't know what I'm hunting, but I'll just keep on hitting stuff with a sword until whisper root falls out, or someone tells me to stop. Lovely, right? Just that feature alone of just this location and the banners and everything is just, so cool. So, where are these things? Ho, ho, ho. My. A step dull, oh boy. Don't know how the DH is meant to be, but, that's not my main concern right now. What a thing. Whew. I'm gonna hit it. There we go. Okay, let me take out another one of these and then we're in business. And there's 2. All right. Let us return to Cyrena. Come, Quay friend. And here we are. Those things were huge. Welcome back, Derman. Have you brought the whisper root? I think so. A common, if valued, ingredient in Xaela medicines. Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinsai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. So here's one of the words that... It's one of the only words that is said out loud, one of the few. But that word right there, Udgan, it is pronounced, at least in this game, something closer to, like, Uktun. No idea. Awesome, but I have no idea why. And I'm not scared to ask. I asked a lot, and I was yet to find an answer. If anyone can find a good resource for how to, like, sort of figure out and learn and, like, interpret the way that these translators have spelled various Mongolian-derived and inspired type names in this area, please let me know. Because, man, I've been trying. Anyway, Uktun rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here as they guided grandmother, as they guided this man from the west. Speaking of him...
Hey! How goes the search? Any luck?
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oranir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now, grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Xaela are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San, which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
I don't know if I want any. Sure. So, how are we adapting to the new area? The people have spoken, and Lord Hien will heed their words. He must. I like a good fight as much as anyone, but we should probably find Hien and head back to Doma as soon as we can. That's true, we get enough fighting everywhere else we go. If she knows where Lord Hien is, then what are you waiting for? Ask her! Alright, I'm going. Serena knows where you might find Lord Hien. Long ago, my grandfather, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards he chose to remain, that he might repay us for our kindness. Doman set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me, if I could see your map for a moment. Here. He has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village to prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Don't mention it. Thanks for the map. Our long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends. Let's go and greet our lord and master. Let's do, but I feel like, I was going to tolerate the nighttime lighting for a bit, but I'm thinking it might be better to do so in some daylight. There we go. Much better. See, at least we got some early morning light going. That's better than nothing. Okay. I think I know where we need to head. Although going outside the walls does not seem like the way to achieve this. Come on, Quay friend. Save us some time. Let's see now. Ah, there's our figure. And already being kept company. Let's introduce ourselves.
The Kami are merciful! My lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
You are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head? Which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? You, Giri! Go-setsu! And,
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Serena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude. There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. You, Giri, I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of the Xaela army.
You mean to participate in the Narden?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. 'Twould be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Narden and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Xaela I can. Furthermore, by championing the Mole in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, Yugiri. But take heart. I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more, I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
You got nothing to worry about.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say, though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
That does sound pretty hard when you put it that way. Nice to meet you, though. For those of you who hadn't already connected some of those dots, or didn't already know, that music might have sounded familiar if you were a Final Fantasy VI fan, and if you are a Final Fantasy VI fan, then the name Doma is a very familiar city name as well. The third part of that little reference that you might not have caught was Lord Hien's father's name, the previous ruler of these lands, Lord Hien. Now, the character Hien or Cyan, or however you want to pronounce it for Final Fantasy VI, was not the ruler of Doma in Final Fantasy VI, but still, these are all fun little connections that they are pulling from Final Fantasy VI to just sort of infuse into Stormblood here, and I rather like that way of just using some names and places in a very loose sense and then filling in the rest with all original stuff. It's just a very good Final Fantasy XIV way to go about things. He's a lot more straightforward than I expected, and he's certainly not short on confidence. But maybe that's the kind of leader Doma needs if they're going to beat these odds. And hey, we've come this far, haven't we? Who's to say we can't go even further? Right? I agree. Has he truly recovered from his wounds, I wonder? I believe a match may be in order. Are you looking forward to sparring? German Durami, was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we will have a victory as well. But you are a practical man, I can tell. Disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer. I can relate. I like you. And I don't know if I want any of this, but thank you anyway. Nice to meet you. We will continue this next time. I'm going to have to keep episodes a little shorter for the next couple weeks just because of real-life reasons and limited recording time. And also because it's getting cloudy for some reason. Foggy. My mistake. Well, there go the views. Just gone. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on Wednesday for some more Final Fantasy XIV Story Mode. Goodbye!